The Terminator, released in 1984 and directed by James Cameron and written by James Cameron. The Terminator is a science fiction horror film that follows a cyborg killing machine sent from the future to assassinate a woman who will give birth to a boy called John Connor in the future, who will lead humankind against machines, robotic machines that have taken over the world. So the idea is that the computer mastermind called Skynet would send back an assassin, kill the mother, and then John Connor would be born. So the human resistance wouldn't exist, and the human resistance in the future is just about to destroy Skynet when it sends this cyborg back in time. Now the resistance realise what's happened, and they also send a man called Reese back to defend Sarah Connor, the mother, against this cyborg creature. The film is really a sort of cat and mouse, sort of almost stalker or slasher type film in many ways, where the Terminator is trying to hunt down Sarah Connor, and the Terminator is, seems almost indestructible. There's a scene in the film where the Terminator ram raids a police station in a car, and then gets out and just starts executing like all the police officers in the building to try to find Sarah Connor, who's in there, and you really get the feeling that this thing just can't be stopped. And the only thing that is between Sarah Connor's death and this Terminator is Reese, who's just a man, just a normal man. So you get this feeling that not only is it a sort of slasher type thing that's going on, a sort of cat and mouse chase, it's also, you've just get this feeling that there's this sort of unstoppable force coming to get you. The film is very gritty, which I love. A lot of people pick Terminator 2 over this one. Terminator 2 I think's, good. It is really good. It's a very good action film, but the Terminator is really steeped in horror. It's got horror conventions, and the Terminator with his beady red eyes and all that. I mean, it's like almost like a monster flick in some ways. That's how they treat the Terminator character. There are some phenomenal flash forward or flashback scenes, depending on which way you look at it, where Reese is thinking to when he was in the future, and you get to see the post-apocalyptic world as these machines try to eliminate human beings, and the machines, the models used for them are phenomenal. The effects, I mean, they used rear projection to do a lot of the machines, so that you would have actors at the same on set at the same time with these massive, huge mechanical killing machines, and the techniques used to try to make it believable is really excellent. I was really disappointed in Terminator Salvation because we got to actually see a film set in that world, and it didn't look anything like what it did in the first Terminator movie. Like I say, a lot of people might not class this as a horror film, but I completely do. I think it is a horror film in every sense of the word, and I really would recommend it. What they did for the budget was phenomenal. The performances are great, and the score is completely brilliant. I mean, it's one of my favourite scores. Certainly the main theme is one of my favourite themes from any film. Arnold Schwarzenegger is brilliant in this film. It's the film that really established him. He had been made famous in Conan, but when he did this, he had two great films under his belt, or three if you count Pumping Iron, but that's a documentary. And I think this is what really pushed him on to worldwide fame. And we've got this film to thank, because if this film hadn't been successful, I doubt James Cameron would have been given the directorial chair for Aliens, and we might not have also seen, we wouldn't see Terminator 2, which is a great action film. We wouldn't have seen The Abyss, we wouldn't have seen True Lies. Notice I'm stopping there. So definitely check it out if you haven't seen it. You probably have, because it's an absolute classic. Most people have, but there are a lot of people that have seen the second one and not seen this, which amazes me. Check this out because it's really, really fantastic. But don't expect the same thing. This is a horror film. The second one's more of a sort of action flick. And that's all. Check it out and let me know what you think.